when he created him and struck his right shoulder and brought forth his offspring white like small ants. And he struck his left shoulder and brought forth his offspring black as though they were charcoal. Then said to the party on the right side, to paradise, I do not care. And said to the party on his left shoulder, to hell, and I do not care.
It is not about race, but about belief and disbelief. Consider the story of Abu Lahab, an Arab who is mentioned in the Quran. Despite being an Arab, his disbelief led him to hell. This shows that the choice of heaven or hell is not based on race or color, but on belief in Allah and his teachings. In fact, the Quran itself provides a more explicit explanation of this interpretation. In Surah Al-Imran, verse 106, it is said, "On the day when some faces will become white and some faces will become black. As for those whose faces will become black, it will be said to them, 'Did you disbelieve after your belief? Then taste the punishment for what you used to reject.'" This verse clearly states that on Judgment Day, the distinction will be between those who believe and those who disbelieve, not between races or colors. Further evidence supporting this argument can be found in Prophet Muhammad's final sermon. He stated, "An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor does a non-Arab have any superiority over an Arab. A white person has no superiority over a black person, nor does a black person have any superiority over a white person, except by righteousness and good action." This statement emphasizes the importance of righteousness over race in Islam. Moreover, Prophet Muhammad promised paradise to many of his black companions, further proving that race has no bearing on one's destiny in the afterlife. Finally, Surah Al-Hujurat, verse 13 states, "O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted." This verse reiterates that Allah values righteousness above all else.
Said this man about whom the Prophet said, "Whoever wants to look at the devil, let him look at Nabtal ibn al-Harith." This man was a talebearer. He related the words of the Prophet to the hypocrites. And when he was told to stop doing this, he said, "Indeed, Muhammad is but a hearer. He believes everything that people tell him. We say whatever we like, and then we go to him, swear when we said it, he believes us."
Whoever wants to look at the devil, look at Nabtal bin Harith.
So a devil is a black man?
Yes.
There's a prevalent misconception that Prophet Muhammad referred to a man as Satan due to his black skin. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. The Prophet referred to this man as Satan not because of his skin color, but because of his hypocrisy. The Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 14, refers to hypocrites as Satans in Arabic. To provide some context, this man was known for his deceit and hypocrisy, characteristics that are strongly condemned in Islam. It was due to these traits, not his race, that the Prophet gave him this label. In fact, the Quranic verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 14, states, "And when they meet those who believe, they say, 'We believe.' But when they are alone with their evil ones, they say, 'Indeed, we are with you. We were only mockers.'" Now let's contrast this with the story of Bilal, a black man who was one of the most trusted companions of the Prophet. Bilal was praised for his righteousness and devotion to his faith. The Prophet even stated that he could hear Bilal's footsteps in paradise due to his good deeds and unwavering faith. There's also a hadith about a black woman suffering from an illness. Despite her sickness, she was incredibly devout and faithful. Recognizing her unwavering faith and devotion, Prophet Muhammad promised her paradise. These examples clearly illustrate that in Islam, a person's actions and beliefs are what truly matter, not their race or skin color. Every individual, regardless of their race or color, has the same opportunity to attain paradise through righteousness and good deeds. So let's debunk this misconception once and for all. In Islam, it's not about race, it's about faith and actions. Scene 3. Prophet Muhammad's final sermon. In the words of Prophet Muhammad's ultimate declaration, we find further evidence backing this discussion. He professed, "An Arab possesses no superiority over a non-Arab, nor does a non-Arab hold any superiority over an Arab. A white individual has no superiority over a black individual, nor does a black person have any superiority over a white person, with the exception of righteousness and good action." This proclamation underscores the priority of righteousness over race in the practices of Islam.